Water? Check. Snacks? Check. Sunscreen? Check. Charger? Check. TCG? Check. 3DS? And check. Let's go. We all live in a Pokemon world. Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for our 5th episode of Pokemon GO. We are here at a new location. I'm going to do a quick circle around. You can see we're at a huge park. It is Rockwood Park in St. John, and the reason I'm here, bear with me as we get some noisy traffic in the background here, but the reason we're here is because I'm trying to think what else can I show off in these videos, and I haven't gone to a new location. We are here at the Lily Lake Pavilion. As you can see, Team Instinct rules this place. We got 2 gyms under our control. I'm going to quickly tap in here and see who we got working with us. There is the Pidgeot of my friend TrixxRem, who is right here with me. And we got Fenton, the Golduck, my strongest one, in the gym right now. And in the other gym, we have Trix's Beedrill and the Brain, my next strongest, my Hypno. So the plan is we're going to check things out, see if we can find any new species as we're getting into nighttime here in the park. And I just want to give a shout out to my friend Trix's channel. She's doing some Pokemon Let's Plays as well. She started off with Pokemon TCG on Game Boy Color. And you say that's a game that you have like some sort of connection with, right?
Yeah. It's what actually introduced me to learning how to play the real TCG.
There you go. So she's doing that, and if you guys want to check out the classic Pokemon TCG, very different than it is nowadays.
Oh, very different.
I like how in the intro it says something about the rare, legendary, powerful Pokemon cards, and I'm like, you guys haven't even seen EXs yet. So
yeah,
there's a ways to go with that.
A little bit, but it's a fun game.
Sounds like it. Yeah, I've seen other people play it too, and it's pretty cool. So there is a link in the description to Trix's channel. You can go check that out and give her some support for the... It's your first Let's Play on the channel, right?
Yeah, the new one goes up Monday.
Awesome, so stay tuned for that, everybody. And I just want to mention, as we get started, I do have a question of the day going on for the week. And it's funny, I still call it question of the day, despite it being for the week. But the question is basically to get some feedback from you guys, get some ideas on what you think of for the channel. You're going to see the ticker tape thing at the bottom. What is your favorite or favorites series on the channel thus far? I have Pokemon GO, as you can see. I've got the TCG the TCG matches, video game competitions for the online competitions. We have the news update video thingies on Monday, as well as playthroughs, for example, Pokemon Silver, as a Magikarp just appeared on the ground. So feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know which of the series are your favorites to watch on the channel. And on Sunday, which is tomorrow, August 14th, we'll be doing a drawing for 2 booster pack code cards from Pokemon TCG Online. We've got Roaring Skies and Ancient Origins. Everybody that answers the question with the hashtag QOTD in their comment has a chance to win one of those code cards when I draw them on Sunday. So with all that out of the way, we're going to check out this park and see if we can find some cool Pokestops, get some items, and find some new species of Pokemon like an Eevee that just showed up. So let's let's get started. So there is a Pokestop pretty much right where we're standing at right now. Let's see what this stop happens to be. It is
I think it's actually over there.
We're in the wrong spot. Canadian Lung Association Monument. Alright. What I like about this, though, some of the items, you can tap on them and get, like, not much more description, but some of them have a little bit more description. The Rockwood Park Lung Association Monument. In fact, since we're here, let's see if we can find it just to see what exactly it's all about.
Just past that other white one.
Because, like, whenever I'm playing the Pokemon GO and I see a Pokestop with like a landmark thing, I like to see if I can get to the spot, just for the sake of, the idea of the game is to get you walking, therefore I want to walk to the stop and get the item. There it is, yep. Just past the trees. But this is the stop we're looking at, right here. Now, I'm not going to read everything out for you, but here we see the nice map of Canada on the ground.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
I was going to step right on it, and I thought, I better step back a little bit. But Canadian Lung Association, let's see what you have in store for me for items. You got an Ultra Ball, Pokeball, Raspberry, and a Potion. So there's a few more stops in the area we could try to get to. Let's see if we can find any Pokemon along the way.
This used to be the tuberculosis. It's terrible.
Oh.
Interesting.
A whole different monument used to be here. I see. So I was talking to you off camera a little bit about the leveling up and how it kind of, you have a different experience based on where you live, right?
Yeah, I live in a pretty, not rural, but I live in a little town outside, about 15 minutes outside uptown St. John, and I've been playing for actually longer than the professor here, and yeah, I'm only at level 10.
As you can see, I'm at level 20, but that takes a lot of careful manipulation of the lucky eggs and evolution and stuff. I showed you that in, I think, episode 3 of the playthrough. But it just goes to show you, depending on what region or what area you live in, things are going to be... You know what? I just realized. I'm going to cut myself off right there. I'm going to use that incense.
Yeah, we should do that.
Because we should... I'll use mine, because I think we've discovered that if I use an incense, Trix will also see stuff on her game as well. So let's see if we can find something as we walk. But, now what was I saying before I cut myself off?
I don't even know.
In episode 3, using the lucky egg to try to get maximum double experience. Oh look, a Zubat just appeared. Might as well. It's experience.
I don't know where it is.
Now, Zubat are tough to catch, and here I am one-handed trying to catch this thing. Come on, don't do this. I did stock up on Pokeballs before coming out here, though, so... Come on. If I can't get it on the third one, we're not going to catch this Zubat, because I'm sure you're all aware how annoying these are. We're going to walk away from this guy. Goodbye, Zubat. But we'll find some more Pokemon, I'm sure.
It tended to be when we did this the other day that it showed up a few minutes later for me.
Okay.
I'm not sure though.
But
It
now,
could have just been coincidence.
if you look, the Zubat has an incense on.
That's weird.
What is happening there?
That is weird, and I still have nothing to show.
We
Nothing to
might
show for it.
have bugged out the game, everybody. Maybe the Zubat's going to attract Pokemon. Wait, is it following me?
I don't know, is it?
It looks like it's coming closer to me. Let's just keep walking and see if it follows us. This might be a new discovery.
I was gonna say, I haven't seen it before. Oh,
And it's gone.
It's gone.
So I guess it's not following me whatsoever. But if we find anything else interesting, we'll come back and let you know. So as you see on the nearby radar, there is an Aerodactyl somewhere in here. Now we didn't mention this yet, but they have changed the nearby into a sightings thing. Don't quite know what that means, but they've given us a nice, pretty backdrop of the grass.
That's true.
So that's something.
They said in their update info or whatever on the Apple Store or whatever that they're testing a new tracking system. I'm not really sure what they mean by that because honestly it just seems like they changed the graphics.
Basically, I saw a photo, and I don't know if it's an official thing or not, but I'm going to try to catch a Zubat again with one hand, but we'll see how this goes. As I talked about, what I did see online, what kind of throw was that? It was, it showed the nearby thing in that, I'm not going to do a curveball. I'm not going to do any balls, let's just talk about this. So, they mentioned on the nearby, I know I can't get Zubat, but they mentioned that it showed a picture of Pokestops near the Pokemon silhouettes, and the idea is supposed to be the closer the Pokemon is to the Pokestop, that Pokestop is shown in the image. I don't know if that's true or not, because I haven't seen that in my own, but I've heard that there is a limited number of people they're testing this thing now, or they're testing the new thing out with, so who knows, it could be a thing, but...
It could also just be someone lying on the internet.
Very true. There are people online that will do that, if you can believe that. But anyway...
People lying on the internet? What are you talking about? No!
It's insane.
Never!
Let's see if we can find this Aerodactyl wherever it might happen to be. We just made an amazing discovery here in the forest.
It's a raspberry!
Throw it at a Pokemon, quick!
I missed.
Something showed up. Nidoran. Let's get it. You did it. You summoned in a Nidoran.
What? The Zubat keeps disappearing. Like, it was there, and then I went to click on it, it's gone.
Yeah.
Stupid Zubat.
The raspberry worked, by the way. I got it. Nice.
I threw it at the Charizard hat, but I guess it...
Yeah, there was a Pokemon waiting in behind. I was just waiting for that, just to snatch it up. There's the Zubat on mine.
Yeah, he's gone on mine. He keeps showing up and disappearing.
Weird. Well, let's see if we can track it down for you. So the incense has burned out. We unfortunately didn't get to find that Aerodactyl.
No.
Disappeared by the time we started going down another trail, but we are here at the Nunavut Memorial Monument here for... So 1999, let me just spin the camera. 1999 is when the province of Nunavut was added to Canada. And we're saying it's kind of sad it took that long to get it incorporated or, recognized, right?
Considering most of them are in the 1800s, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the monument for Nunavut. Let's see if Nunavut can give us some rare Pokemon as I drop one of my 3 lure modules right in there. Now, I don't think I mentioned this before, but they were talking about updates eventually happening in Pokemon GO, and something that I was thinking of, like, they said something about customizing Pokestops, and an idea I had with that would be, what if they give us new modules to put into these stops? Like, one thought I had, what if, like, talking about trying to put some new sort of landmark Pokemon buildings.
Oh, well, no, it's just a Nidoran.
Okay.
It looked like a Hitmonchan.
There it is. Let's get it. But talking about, they said something about trying to customize Pokestops, and I was thinking, what if they were to put some sort of a healing module that you can put into a Pokestop? That way it turns into like a temporary Pokemon Center for a half hour. And then I thought, what if they made something like a shop module? You know how apparently people have found out that every 10 different Pokestops you hit, you'll get at least 6 items from, and one will be guaranteed to be an egg if you have space for it. Stop attacking me, Duran. I thought, what if they made some sort of like a shop module, made it so that that Pokestop for half hour always gives you 6+ items. That would be something to do too.
Yeah.
Incorporates more stuff from the world of Pokemon into Pokemon GO, which would be kind of cool.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the update for Hoot Hoot.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just waiting for Gen 2 to come out, and like, all those Zubat you've been catching all this time, you're going to be able to get a Crobat once Gen 2 does come out, so we're looking forward to that.
And the Hoot Hoots.
And the Hoot Hoots.
I like Hoot Hoot, guys. Don't get mad at me.
You give a hoot for Hoot Hoot.
No.
Apparently that wasn't the right thing to say.
Oh, look, a Caterpie.
Get it! I'll get it.
It's not as bad as your Beware pun earlier.
That wasn't even intentional. That was just an
attitude.
attitude.
It's still bad, though.
Oh, I won't deny that. And we're sitting here at the lure that we dropped, and Clefairy has shown up on the map. This is my first time seeing a Clefairy.
Same.
CP373.
Wow.
I'm throwing
48.
a berry. I'm going for a berry immediately. Let's see if we can each catch it. I missed. Alright, let's try that again. I remember watching other... You got it?
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see if I get it. 1, 2, and 3. And Clefairy is caught. I was a little early on that, but I had a feeling it was going to happen.
Whoa, you get 10 candies. Oh, obvious? Nope.
Really?
Nope, because I've obviously had this before, because I didn't get a Pokedex registry.
Okay.
Apparently I caught Clefairy before.
Nice. I've seen them before, I just haven't caught it. 3 candy, 100 Stardust. I have enough Stardust to power up the brain. Now, we were mentioning at the start of the video, we did claim ownership of a couple of gyms in the Rockwood Park area.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, they've been retaken. So we do have our Pokemon back, which means I can power up the brain. I think I can do it maybe, not twice, I don't have enough Stardust for that, but one more capture.
Power up the brain. Should I do that now? I'll wait.
So it's a slow process, but if I catch one more Pokemon, Brain can power up one more level. We'll get him over 800. My plan is I want to try to get a diverse team of different types powered up over 1,000. That way I'll have more options to challenge some gyms and possibly claim some. Maybe get some coins from that, who knows, we'll see. But you'll see I have a number of Pokemon working with. We did just catch a Squirtle as well here earlier.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice, it just showed up randomly. And I've got a number of Pokemon I'm working on.
That was actually my first Squirtle.
Was it? Awesome.
Yeah.
What was your starter?
Because I didn't really understand, I thought I could catch all 3. I went with Bulbasaur first.
Okay.
Now, mind you, that goes against my entire Charizard thing. I have a thing for Charizard.
I have a hat for Charizard.
I have Ash's hat, and I made Ash's hat.
That is awesome too, by the way. So, I happened to hatch this one the other day. Not that you care about Bulbasaur, of course, but it's 580 CP. It's almost already maxed out. That was kind of nice. And that's
Did you hatch it out of a 2 or a 5?
Pretty sure it was a 2K. I think the 2K eggs give you the possible starters, or Weedle.
Or a Weedle.
So
Great.
you take your chances with that one.
That's exactly what I need, another Weedle.
Exactly. So we're going to see, I got 5 Pokeballs from this, well, 4 Pokeballs, 1 Great Ball from the Pokestop once again. The lure is going to run out pretty soon though, so we're probably going to move on after that and see what else we can find. So I think we're about to call it a day. The lure should be dying out pretty soon, and it's starting to get kind of dark out, so...
Park closes at dusk, so...
And it's looking pretty dusky out here. So we caught some stuff. When we get back to the lab, aka my house, I will show you essentially what I've caught and go through some transferring. My plan right now, which I should probably wait and show you...
Sorry.
What happened?
Weedle ran away after breaking out of 3 Pokeballs.
And how does a Weedle exactly run away? It is a Weedle, right?
Yeah, it doesn't deserve to run away. It doesn't... No.
Yeah. But I'm going to show you what I'm planning to do. I'm going to try and get 100 candy.
There goes the lure. You were right.
Perfect timing. Well, not perfect because we're out of lure now, but anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm going to probably try to get 100 candy for each Caterpie, Weedle, and Pidgey, and then I'm going to start doing transferring and like evolving a bunch of them with the lucky egg. So that's going to be my trick to try to get to level 21, close to 22 if possible. But I think that calls it a day for here in Rockwood Park. We did get to see on the nearby an Aerodactyl, but didn't catch it. But we did get a Clefairy, at least I did, you already had one.
I had one.
And we did see a pretty cool Squirtle, of course, as well.
Which, mine's disappeared. I caught it, and it's gone.
Yeah, weird. It's not in her list anywhere.
It's just gone, guys. And that makes me mad. That makes me very mad.
But perhaps we can come back here at some point off camera and see what else we can find. Perhaps maybe Squirtle will show up and stay in your ball this time.
It caught, though. It said gotcha. I don't know what happened. stupid game.
Squirtle is a slippery little bugger, apparently. Alright, I'll check back in with you in a little bit.
See ya.
So I'm back home, ready to call it a day for another adventure in Pokemon GO. Let's do a quick little look over and see what Pokemon that I did catch. I did catch some things a little bit afterwards, leaving the park, so you're going to see some things that we didn't see on camera. Let's scroll down a little bit. We did encounter, like I said, the Clefairy. First time we did see Clefairy. I didn't even check what the moves were on this. Zen Headbutt and Moon Blast. Very nice, 85 power. So that was a nice addition. We did get that Squirtle as well. And we saw so many Drowsy in the park, it was kind of insane. See what that Squirtle has to work with. 12 and 45, Tackle and Aqua Tail. Alright, so my next plan of attack, I don't think I completed my thought on this as I was trying to talk about it, but I'm going to check my favorite Pokemon, scroll over to the top, and I think I was starting to say that I want to have like a nice diverse team ready to go. I have Fenton up here, as you can see, at 1032 for CP, and my initial thought was I was going to max him out, but I decided, no, I'm going to start getting a bit more type diversity on my main team. The next highest up was the Brain, our Hypno, currently sitting at 841 for CP. Once I get him over 1,000, I will be moving down the line, and since I have a Water type in Fenton already, my plan is to go for, skipping past Admiral Bubbles and Floodster. Bushroot is the next one I'm going to start powering up. Now you might notice I have 60 Oddish Candies, and it only takes 25 to evolve Bushroot, but I think I was also mentioning this before. What I want to do is wait until I have enough Pokemon such as Weedle, Caterpie, and Pidgey to evolve up a lot of them all at once. Before I do that, I'm going to go into my items. I will use one of the 2 lucky eggs that I got for hitting level 20. That way I'm going to double boost the experience from evolutions, but it's also going to double boost the experience I get by evolving into a Pokemon I don't yet have in the Pokedex. I believe you get it's like 500 experience for adding a new Pokemon to the Pokedex. So, since I don't have a Gloom just yet, once I do use Lucky Egg and evolve Bushroot into Gloom, I'll be getting 1,000 experience for that, plus 200 for, no, that's for capturing Pokemon. But anyway, I'll be getting a lot more experience by using Lucky Egg and waiting to evolve Pokemon. As I scroll down, you'll see that I do have a number of Pokemon that are ready to evolve up, especially, for example, we have Old School the Tentacool. He's ready to become Tentacruel, but I'm not going to evolve him just yet. Like I said, waiting for the use of that Lucky Egg. I did encounter a wild Tentacruel on my walk around uptown before coming home, but all I did was take a photo of it. I decided I'm not going to capture it, because that's going to use up the new entry into the Pokedex. Therefore, I'm only going to get 500 experience, as opposed to 1,000 when I wait for evolution on using Lucky Egg. Same thing with the Clamps here. He's going to evolve into Cloyster once I'm ready to use the Lucky Egg. And what I'm waiting to do is, of course, Buster here can evolve as well. I'm going to switch over to the number mode of Pokemon. And what I want to do, since Caterpie, Weedle, and Pidgey take the least amount of candy to evolve up, I'm going to wait until I have 100 candy for each one of them. I've got 68 Caterpie candies for the time being. Weedle, I'm pretty sure Weedle and Pidgey I have plenty of candies for. Yeah, 126 for Weedle. Pidgey, we've got 143. So we are ready to evolve a lot of these Pokemon, but I'm going to transfer all these for the night, and once I get 100 Caterpie candy, I'll have enough for Caterpie, Weedle, and Pidgey. Then I'm going to max out my Pokemon collection at 250 if I can, get that many without going crazy and feeling like I just want to jump the gun and do some stuff. And once I do have a lot of Pokemon, I'm going to start evolving them. We'll first use a Lucky Egg, evolve them up, get all that experience, and I'm just curious to see what level I'll hit by doing all that. But that is going to be a wrap for today. Just want to say once again thank you to my special co-host who is helping me out with the episode and driving me around through the park, going to the different Pokestops, and just having fun. So shout out once again to Trix, and there is a link in the description to her channel. She did start the Pokemon TCG on Game Boy Color, as we mentioned. Feel free to check that out and see what the old classic Pokemon TCG was like way back then. As we said in the intro, it's quite different compared to what we have today. And also, remember there is the question of the day/week that's going on right now. And for your chance to win one of the 2 code cards that I pulled out of Ancient Origins and Roaring Skies earlier this week on Monday in the news update video, feel free to answer the question. Even if you don't play Pokemon TCG online, maybe a friend of yours does, or a family member, you can give that code to them, and they're going to redeem the code and get a 10-card booster pack online. So the question is, of course, of the current series on the channel, which one is your favorite to watch, or which ones are your favorites? I've got the Pokemon GO episodes, playthroughs of Pokemon Silver, and soon getting into Sapphire. I also got Pokemon TCG matches every week. There is the Wi-Fi battles of the special online competitions, as well as the news update video thingies every Monday. And if you like the chance to win these code cards, I do a pack opening every single Monday, usually. more often than not, I have at least one pack I'm opening on Monday at the end of each news update video thingy. So if you like free codes and have a chance to win, feel free to go on Monday and answer all those questions of the day. Shameless plug over, we're done with that. Alright, so that is going to wrap up our Pokemon Go episode for day 5. So feel free to answer that question of the day in the comments, but also leave a comment. What would you like to see me focus on for the next Pokemon Go episode? If there's anything in particular you want to see me talk about and give some advice on, I'd like to hear what you guys are looking to pick up some information on and see what I can do to provide that for you. Now, I will just say, as a final note, I'm doing this my way, playing the game, but it's probably not the best way to do it. Let's look at combat power here. So, my standard way of doing this, I want to wait till I get 5 copies of each Pokemon, decide which one has the best attacks, and start training that one up, and then transfer the other ones just to get some candies for the powering up. But you might want to, for example, if I had a bunch of Tangela, and I found that this Tangela doesn't really have the best attacks, but you see it's almost maxed out on CP, you might want to go ahead and just power this one up and get it as strong as you can. Well, this one's not that bad anyway. Vine Whip for 7, but Solar Beam for 120. That's pretty powerful. So, if I were to wait till I get 5 Tangela, chances are this is the one that I would go with anyhow. But people have been saying if you get a Pokemon with kind of low CP but good attacks, they say don't use your candy to power that up just yet. Wait and see what else you can find. Because, for example, let's scroll down to a low CP Pokemon. Let's just grab it randomly. Let's go with this Weedle. No, Weedle's nothing. Let's go for Magnemite. So this Magnemite has Spark for 7 and Discharge for 35. So I could, in theory, if I wanted to start powering it up, go for this one. But chances are, if I find a Magnemite later on that has the same attacks, same damage output, but if it's already at almost max CP, let's just say a random number of, like, say, 350, 400, something like that, then that is that less Stardust that I would have had to use to power up the Magnemite to get it to that level of 350, 400, whatever it happens to be. So, all this being said, you're well advised to wait until you capture several Pokemon. If the CP is, like, say, about not even halfway through the bar yet, I'd say feel free to wait and see what else you can capture later on, unless it's a rare Pokemon that you don't get in your area that often. You might just want to go ahead and use the one that you capture. So that is, I guess, all the advice I have for this episode. Once again, I want to say thank you for checking out today's episode of Pokemon Go. Leave a comment below, let me know what you want to see for next week, and I'll see what I can do to provide some good information for everybody out there as we go through our real-world adventures through Pokemon Go. Professor Chaz is signing off. I'll catch you next time.